Hot Tub Factory Outlet is now open in Draper. Don't wait months for your hot tub. Get it now. Enjoy that outdoor deep soaking experience you've been thinking about all year. Whether you have limited space or lots of room, you can have that relaxation you've been wanting today. Shop Utah's newest selection of Viking hot tubs. They're all on display at the beautiful new showroom. Best pricing in Utah and no wait time while supplies last. Hot Tub Factory Outlets at hottubfactoryoutlets.com.
For such a crazy car market where no one has vehicles, Tim Daly Infiniti is your home for an incredible selection of great quality used vehicles for any budget. And the best part? Most are backed by the Tim Daly Forever Warranty. Tim Daly Infiniti still wants your trade-in or to simply buy your car outright with a quick payoff. Don't wait. Come see us today. Think Tim Daly Infiniti and think
it's forever your warranty.
You're listening to Jeff Kaplan's Afternoon News on KSL News Radio 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
It's 4:30 at KSL. Jeff Kaplan here. We have sunshine, 79 degrees. KSL's top story. The Utah Marine who was killed during the attack at Kabul Airport has been laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. KSL News Radio's Paul Nelson has details.
Today we gather to honor this Marine.
People who served along Darren Taylor Hoover spoke at his graveside service, saying Hoover would not want people crying over him. The chaplain who presided over the ceremony said Hoover died for the cause of freedom.
And not just ours, but for the freedom of those in foreign lands.
Family members like Hoover's brother-in-law say they only had comic book heroes growing up, but they have a real-life hero in Hoover now. Fellow Marine Thomas Manning says Hoover was the kind of soldier who would stand in front of the devil to help others.
I was given 2 minutes to speak, and I can't sum up my brother's life in 2 minutes. The only thing I could think of was honor, courage, and commitment.
Paul Nelson, KSL News Radio.
KSL News Time 4:31. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin intends to appeal his conviction and sentencing for the murder of George Floyd. AP reports Chauvin will appeal on 14 different grounds, saying the judge abused discretion and failed to consider several pieces of information. The U.S. House takes action aimed at protecting a woman's right to abortion. Maria Chaleos is live at the KSL National News Desk.
Jeff, the bill barely made it through the House, but it is aimed at stopping states from passing restrictive abortion laws. Here's House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Many of us have waited a long time to be able to pass Roe v. Wade into the law of the land, as it has guaranteed the constitutional right of women to choose. But now it will be the law of the land codified.
It may only be a symbolic measure. The bill is likely to face intense Republican opposition in the Senate. Nearly 11 months after Joe Biden was elected president, the GOP-led review of Arizona's ballots confirm his win. CEO of the cybersecurity firm that conducted the review, Doug Logan, presented the findings to Arizona senators this afternoon.
Trump actually loses 261 votes from the official votes. Biden gains 99.
The audit cost the state nearly $6 million. A prayer vigil is underway in Collierville, Tennessee, where a man opened fire at a Kroger supermarket yesterday.
This is a world that is filled with trial and tribulation. This is a world that is familiar with trouble.
Police say the shooter, who was a vendor, killed one person and injured 15 others before taking his own life. Live from the KSL National News Desk, I'm Maria Chaleos, KSL News Radio.
There's new data about masks in schools. ABC's Alex Stone has details.
3 new studies just out, the CDC says, show that school mask requirements, along with other prevention strategies, are critical in reducing the spread of COVID in schools and keeping campuses open. The studies finding schools in Arizona that opened without mask requirements had a 3.5 times higher likelihood of COVID outbreaks. Also, child cases of COVID at the start of the school year were about half in U.S. counties that had school mask requirements compared to those without them. During this school year already, over 1,800 schools have been closed because of COVID outbreaks. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Starting Monday, the Davis County Health Department will begin offering the Pfizer COVID booster shot. This will be at the Legacy Event Center starting Monday. The vaccination center will be open during the afternoon. Eligible recipients include first responders, adults with underlying medical conditions, and anyone older than age 65. Boosters and third doses of the COVID vaccine are getting federal approval, and Utahns are already lining up. KSL News Radio's Nick Wyatt has more.
The Walgreens on 4th South in Salt Lake tells me they're already booking appointments for people wanting booster shots and third doses. McLean Cross is planning on rolling up his sleeve for a third time. He works for a treatment center and is constantly around patients, but he says vaccines are not something he talks about with his coworkers all that often.
It's become such a hot topic that I feel like it's not something I want to just discuss openly unless it's with people that I know.
Abilene Bosco owns her own massage therapy business and says she'll get a booster for her safety and that of her clients, but she has more personal reasons too.
My husband has asthma, and also my dad, who was the healthiest 72-year-old, got COVID and almost died, was put in the ICU.
Nick Wyatt, KSL News Radio.
There's a new COVID variant to worry about. KSL News Radio's Mark Jackson has details.
The new variant is called R1, and it's something state health officials say they are watching closely.
We can't say yet whether the R1 is more efficient in terms of transmission.
IHC Infectious Diseases Dr. Brandon Webb also says booster shots or third doses are a good idea for those Utahns who are older or immune compromised. Dr. Webb says if you are younger and healthier, a third dose may not be necessary, and the jury is still out on whether frontline workers should get that extra dose. And he says what hasn't changed is the high rate of hospitalizations in Utah from unvaccinated patients. Mark Jackson, KSL News Radio.
KSL News Time, 4:35. Snow Basin's planning to go big time. The resort's announced plans for a 300-room hotel, extra parking, and lift changes that'll take place by 2024. The long-term plan is to turn Basin from a ski resort eventually into a village with restaurants, shops, and that big Club Med hotel. KSL News Time, 4:35.